Now, I really want to talk about what is going on with Beyonce not winning Album of the Year. Taylor Swift continues to win all these awards, and Beyonce does too. But what is really going on? For years, these two high powerhouses, queens of each genre that they are in, continue to win awards, continue to be up there and be pitted against one another. But for so long, Beyonce has won a lot of awards, but she's never won Album of the Year. And Taylor continues to grab a lot of these awards that a lot of people feel like should be going to Beyonce. And so what is really going on? Okay, now you have two powerhouses, you have two women who in their own right are queens. You got the Swifties, you got the Beehive, but who really is the queen? And does there have to be one queen? Can we all be queens together? Now, to me, I have noticed that TV in general and some music is starting to move towards a conservative narrative, okay? And what represents the conservative narrative? Some people might say that Taylor Swift represents a conservative narrative. Nowadays, she's everywhere. You got her at the NFL. When she's not at the NFL, they following her to see when she's gonna be at the NFL. Some people have felt like it's been too much. Why is she continuing to be in our faces? But the reality is, the media needs that conservative person in some people's eyes who might represent the conservative narrative. You have Taylor Swift, who is a white woman. I think she has blue eyes, blonde hair, and so that is what is being pushed towards me. If you notice, she's everywhere. Ever since she started dating that football player, it's been nonstop Taylor Swift. And so since the Grammys are more of a conservative media, and they're trying to push towards conservative media, what do you think gets highlighted more? Something or someone, people who represent the conservative media, not so much that she's trying to, but the conservative media has used, I think, Taylor Swift to become this person who pushes out to that middle of America. And so we, people who look like us, are not always represented on the Grammys. You see how our segments get pushed away, they don't get seen. We see the clips on the internet. We saw Killer Mike win all these awards and then what? Get arrested. Because once again, the trauma, they have to put us into this narrative that, oh, you can win, but we got to bring you back down. Okay, we got to make sure you remember to stay in your place. Okay, you didn't see him winning awards on TV, but you did hear him get arrested. You saw the clips on the news of him being arrested, but nothing about him winning. And so with Beyonce, I feel like she does not represent middle America. She does not represent the conservative narrative, okay? A lot of what she does sometimes upsets the conservative narrative. So if we want to continue to push a conservative viewpoint, Republicans, things like that, and it's an election year, their eyes, their little baby is Taylor Swift, okay? And I'm not saying Taylor Swift is purposely doing this. This is all with the media. The media is trying to shift this narrative and use her as a way to represent the conservative media, okay? Now, to me, this is why Beyonce has not won a lot of awards. Some people might say, well, her music is just not good. She hasn't made an album that represents Album of the Year. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on now. Now, once again, who represents the conservative media? When you look at an artist, Beyonce versus Taylor Swift, who really is moving more the needle towards a conservative narrative? It's not Beyonce, okay? It's really not. It is someone over here, more likely Taylor Swift, and they're pushing her also to say who she's going to vote for because they know her audience really does follow her and they need her to come to the other side. And so far she has not said who she's voting for or who she is, behind. But if you notice, media has moved towards a more conservative narrative. That's why you see a lot of shows of color being washed away. And then when our stories are up there, it's a watered down version of ourselves. So do I think that Beyonce is better than Taylor Swift? It just depends on, what you're looking for, what you're into. But I think that Beyonce does not represent a conservative narrative. And that's what they're trying to push on us, is more conservative narratives. Pushing middle America, trying to get middle America to rise to the top. Now, these are just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. We can get into it, and I will see you in the next video.